Hey guys, it's Martin Cliffe here, and a little bit of an update video. I just wanted to talk about how I'm kind of using some new lights to kind of try and up my game. Hope things are looking better. So I've been using some LED panel lights since I think last Easter when I got them from the UK, and these have been my main video lights. They're really good. I can run them off batteries or mains. I have two of them. One is literally in a key light position just here. If I turn that off, you'll see that's the primary light on my face. So you're still getting a bit of daylight at the moment because it is daylight outside, and I haven't, even though it's a very small window, it is still having a little bit of effect. But that serves to illuminate my face and my guitar and really show what's going on. And then I've had a secondary light over this side that gives me a bit of depth and lights the background a bit. If I turn off both my main video lights, you'll see that the room changes completely. And previously that was all the light I was using. But I just got some cool little Aputure lights that I wanted to show you as part of this whole thing of trying to up my YouTube game. So what I've got over here, just off shot, I think even on both cameras, is a LS Mini 20C, which is a one that I can adjust the colour on. Let me turn some main lights back on again so you can see me a bit clearer. And this light serves to light this side of my face, so I'm getting a bit more depth. And I've got it set to a fairly warm colour balance, so yeah, it looks a bit more natural and you're not just getting blanched out with white light. These things are great. They can run on, if I just turn that off a second, I don't know how much of a difference that's made. Again, if I turn off the main video lights with that off as well, you see that this side of my face is really quite dark. Turn it on and it's really helping to light this, but it's quite a narrow beam. It's also casting a little bit of a shadow on the wall there, so I know it's working, but not one that you're seeing in camera, except maybe on that shot. Then I have one here. This is the LS20D model. If I put my hand in front of it, you can see it in shot, but it is pretty much off camera. And this is designed to light the amplifiers behind me, primarily, just to give a bit of depth, a bit of interest visually. If I lean out of the way, you can see the shadows cast by the guitar headstocks on the amplifiers. Just generally adds a bit of visual interest. Again, if I turn that off, you see it goes dark in the background, so just trying to be a bit more creative. It also lights the underside of this picture, which gives quite a cool effect, I think. And then the third light in the kit is the same type of light, and that's actually here behind me. You can see it, but you can't actually see where the light is pointing. And this is doing what we call a hair light or a rim light. I don't have much hair, so rim light is fine. It's lighting the back of me again to create just a little bit of shadow at the back of my head and at the back of my chair and the back of the neck of the guitar, just generally trying to give a bit more depth. So again, if I take that off, you're not going to see a whole lot of difference, but it'll just slightly enhance the effect. Yeah, it just provides a bit of light back here. And then with the main lights on again, you can see that now I'm pretty well lit, it's pretty well balanced. I've not gone for a very cold look, but I'm trying to give a a nice overall look to the whole thing. This is not being recorded on the lav mic I've got on. I've just been shooting some guitar videos. You'll have seen one already by the time you see this if you watch all my videos. I'm also trying some multi-camera kind of wider angle stuff. So the main camera is my 24mm f2.8 fixed length prime lens, the little pancake one on the EOS 80D, and that's going to be my main view for when I'm talking to the camera and demonstrating and all that kind of thing. I'm just experimenting here. I've got Eva's Canon EOS 70D with an 10 to 18mm lens on at the moment, which is giving a really wide angle. I just thought it'd be a bit creative. That's 10mm, that's a bit too wide, so I think I'm about 12. That's its maximum zoom, so it's a really interesting wide angle lens. For the most part, around about 13, it just gives a sense of space and a bit of light. I'm also shooting with a 50mm f1.8 nifty 50 lens, which I'm not going to show you at the moment because it's on the guitar videos, it's focused on the guitar fretboard. But if I've not got a guitar in my hand, there's not much point me showing that. So yeah, just trying to really up the game. In terms of sound, I've got the Rode link, as I say, it's not on because I forgot to turn that recorder on in this context. So I've got the Rode Video Mic Go on top of the camera, and then I've got my SE Electronics SE1A microphones. One is over here, just off shot there. One is up there actually on my keyboard stand to the other side of the camera, so they're about equally balanced from me. They've got my Triton Audio head little inline preamps in them just to boost the level, give a really sort of clean, clear sound. So the combination of that is my audio sources, and then on the amplifier for the guitar stuff, which I'm recording to my again, I don't think it's in shot, but there's a DR40 Tascam audio recorder that has the two guitar amp mics. I can't remember which cab goes to that. They're both the same cabs, both the same speakers. So essentially there is a Beta 57A from Shure and a Sennheiser E906, and it's the same setup on both cabs. One feeds my big audio interface for when I'm recording to the computer, the other one feeds the audio recorder for making YouTube stuff. And again, they've got Triton Audio Fathead preamps in line just to boost the signal and give me a much clearer, cleaner signal than the built-in mics on the Tascam. And the main sound is being recorded to a DR60 Mark II, again from Tascam, just records to SD card, great solution. So there we go, that's kind of how I've upped the level of my game for 2018. I really hope it's looking better. My last few videos, I've been experimenting with trying to get things to look more cinematic, and I think it worked to a certain extent, but at the same time I think I've been perhaps pushing the is it teal and amber look a bit too far, and everything was starting to look a bit warm and flat. So I'm going to try and just make things look a little bit more realistic on these new videos, and yeah, please let me know what you think about it visually, and I think that sonically it's pretty on point. I've been happy with this solution for a while. Yeah, but these new lights are great, and just to show how unbelievably small they are, I've just taken the rim light from behind me, and this is the light. I don't know how easy it is to see. So if you take off the barn doors and the clamp that I've got clamped to the table where my amplifier is, it's pretty small, pretty light, just as a simple dimmer control on the side and a focus control on the back along with a power switch. And I can power this off. They came with mains adapters with American plugs on, unhelpfully because I bought it from America, but thankfully they're switch mode power supplies, so I've got plenty of kettle leads. I can power it off a battery. They came with some Sony V-mount batteries, which are pretty cool. I can power it off a USB charger. So this light behind me is connected to just a phone charger, and then this one here is just plugged into my iPad charger. So really flexible. So they came with batteries, they came with power supplies, they came with USB connecting cables, they came with D-tap cables so I can plug into professional batteries. An amazing kit. They also came with light stands, and the whole thing it wasn't cheap, but for 3 lights and all the accessories, I think it was under $600 or thereabouts. I don't know, a really good solution. As I say, they're really light, really convenient, and really help to create this kind of 3D sense that hopefully means my videos are going to look a lot better in the future. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Let me know what you think about the new lights and everything else, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.